Now, when God is working in our lives, God works in phases. Because until we leave this earth, God does not finish what he wants to finish in our lives. But because God works in phases, at a particular phase, he would have completed a particular work in your life. And when he completes that particular work in your life, it is an indication that God has finished one season and he's moving you into a new season. So he tells them to celebrate for 7 days, a significance of perfection or completion. That God says that what he has started in your life, he will surely bring it to a perfect end. There is absolutely nothing that God is doing in your life that would be hanging. There's nothing that God starts in your life that will not be completed, because the truth about God is that before he ever starts something, he has already finished it. The Bible says that he is the one that declares the end from the beginning. So when he tells them to celebrate for 7 days, what he's telling them is that, one, I have completed a season in your life and I'm moving you into a new season. As a result, you have to celebrate what I have done in your life. Some of us might be looking at today and looking at our lives and saying, God, I don't know where my life is heading. I don't know how things are going. But can I tell you something? When you look back, you realize that God had completed something in your life. And it's an indication that where you are is not going to be forever. That God is using it to get you to another phase where he will complete and finish what he has started. It is very easy for us to look at the present and think that God has forsaken us. When in actual fact, when you look at the past, you realize that God has moved you from many seasons of goodness and mercies. Many seasons of goodness and mercies. That God perfected one season and moved you to the next season. So today, Nico is about to dedicate another baby, because God perfected one some time ago and we dedicated the baby. We are now in another one, and it's an indication that, I'm not saying you're going to give it, but if you want 5 more, that's all right. But it's an indication that if God has seen you through that season, then what you are expecting and desiring that he will do, which he has said he will do, he will definitely cause it to happen. Some months ago, I remember Gertrude was walking in the church and then she was handling the kids and she was like, I was like, get to know it will be all right, okay? Sooner than later, it will be over. I'm just trying to use that as an illustration to let you know how God perfects his work. That in that moment when she was going through that pain, that discomfort, it looked like, when is this baby going to come? And we're all looking at her and we're all saying, oh, it will be all right. It will be all right. It will be all right. Because it will definitely be all right. No matter how much the pain, no matter how much the struggle, no matter how much the suffering, the time for delivery will definitely come. So when God says, I will perfect it, I will perfect it. Oh yeah. Sometimes, like that pregnant woman, we are also going through a very difficult moment, and you are wondering, God, when would the breakthrough come? God, when would this deliverance come? God, when would this healing come? God, when would this marriage come? God, when would this thing that I'm trusting you for come? But I'm here to tell you that God is a God of perfection. Even though the process, you might not understand the process, and even though the process might be tough, I want you to know that God is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all that we ask or imagine. He will get you into that place. That is why today you have to celebrate God. So you celebrate him for what he has done, knowing that he's going to take you somewhere.